Today, folks, we're going to talk about battery storage solutions, residential, commercial grade. Watch out, Tesla. This sector is ever evolving and there is competition coming out. And I want to talk about NeoVolta. This company is in one of its biggest growth phases in its entire company's history, thanks to these battery storage solutions that it's offering to the market. And we just got to talk about it. It trades on the NASDAQ under NEOV. It's for around 176 million in its current market cap and has rallied back all the losses that it experienced through the year. A bit of a volatile roller coaster that does come with these small caps, but it is a very intriguing story with a very clean balance sheet. So we got to talk about it. If you're on a path to financial independence, if you damn well one day want to retire early, you like exploring new sectors of the economy, go hit that subscribe button, folks. Now, NeoVolta did reach out. This is part of sponsored content. And of course, these are opinions of my own as I leave all the disclaimers down in the description below, but I'm promising this is a truly fascinating story. Always on solar energy storage to power your home. The future is bright with NeoVolta, offering a variety of products with a more simplified, for residential homes, a battery storage unit that has about 14.4 kilowatt hours, which is expandable to 24 kilowatt hours, and all the way up to commercial grade, which I think goes up to 250, 400 kilowatt hours. We'll hear a little bit more because there's a salesperson that recently did an interview I'm going to share with you that breaks the products down a lot more in depthly, but they do have quite a lineup. But again, what I wanted to focus on first and foremost is this isn't a company that is just testing this stuff out. It's not like they're just bringing this to market. And when you look at the growth, I mean, you're going to find it's nothing short of astonishing because, I mean, if we take a look at the 3-month end from March 31st, guys, their revenue was only $2 million, decent gross profit, $514,000. But keep in mind, in 2024, they only did $283,000. Now, they're still operating at a net loss. They posted for this quarter of about, $1.4 million. So they do have ways to go to profitability, but they're in this phase of scale where it's likely they're going to keep spending on marketing and obviously getting these products in the hand of clients so they can prove it out. But even from a balance sheet standpoint, very resilient, 5.7 million in assets, very little liabilities, 1.8 million. And if we compare it to the recent news that came out, guys, this is what blew my mind. So basically, NeoVolta, a US-based energy technology company providing scalable energy storage solutions for resilient residential and commercial power infrastructure, today announced preliminary results for its fiscal fourth quarter, marking its third consecutive record-setting quarter. Estimated revenue for the quarter was approximately 5 million. Full year revenue for fiscal 2025 is projected to be more than triple compared to fiscal 2024. This growth rate significantly exceeds the residential energy storage industry's typical annual growth of approximately 20%, according to multiple industry research sources. Now, NeoVolta, their expansion approximately 10 times the industry average and underscores accelerating demand for its American assembled battery system. There's a little quote here saying our third consecutive record quarter highlights NeoVolta's ability to scale production and capture market share. And this is coming from the CEO. And it basically, in a market where annual growth is typically sub 20%, our performance demonstrates clear product differentiation and basically operational momentum with an insane 200% year over year growth, guys. Yeah, truly impressive. And this company's just starting to come out of the woodworks here. So it's going to be neat to see, how they compete. But there's just not a lot of companies that firstly are in this sector, let alone scaling at this level. So the only other thing that I wanted to point out is there's a few really intriguing things. Firstly, really reliable product, 15-year warranty. They really back this product. And what's interesting is its battery chemistry virtually eliminates thermal runaway risk. So making it safer choices for households and basically anyone concerned with fire hazards. The NV14's UL certification guarantees compliance with rigorous safety standards, while its basically NEM A3R rated enclosure allows both indoor and outdoor installations. Homeowners have praised NeoVolta's NV14 for rapid installation, typically within 1 day, its reliability through power outages, and its seamless compatibility with storage systems and generators. And from my understanding, these products range somewhere between 10 and 20,000 depending. But notably, this solution lasts 50% longer than many lithium-ion batteries, supporting over 6,000 deep cycles and a service life exceeding 16 years compared to only about 4,000 cycles for most competitors. And then you can take a look at some of the commercial grade here. But again, we've seen some of the lineup, and I'd rather hear from an expert and somebody within the company so I don't stumble over how resilient this product truly is. But just take a quick listen.
And we're looking at the NeoVolta all-in-one solar and energy storage system known as the NV14. So Michelle, it's really good to see you again.
Yeah, great to see you too.
Welcome back to the channel.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.
Great. Well, tell us about NeoVolta. I know you said NeoVolta is probably one of the most established company that most people have never heard of in the solar and storage space. So tell us a little bit about where did NeoVolta come from, and then what are we looking at here with the NV14?
Yeah, great questions. So in 2018, rather larger installer in Southern California looked around the market and said, I'm basically not satisfied with the energy storage solutions that are available. They just don't have all the things we really need that's practical, not just for the homeowner, but like practical for an installer as well, to be able to bring a product that satisfies everything. So he kind of made a big checklist. He said, I need something that does all of these things. And our former CEO came in and said, I can build that. I can build that for you. And they said, okay, let's do this. And that is how NeoVolta came to fruition, with a checklist of what really installers wanted to see. And some of those features were a 7.68 kilowatt inverter, which back in 2018 was a bit of a sizable inverter for the time, to have the flexibility of an AC or a DC input, to have the flexibility of putting a generator that's on site into their battery storage solution, to have the flexibility of putting an additional expansion pack on there, to be an on-grid and off-grid solution. And so all of these small things were built into it. Plus, when you put it all in and you've done the pre-wiring and done the pre-work, now you're saving on labor. It's much easier for the guys in the field. Just need 2 people to put this thing together and get it commissioned. We did this system, which is currently powering our inverter. This battery right now is live, powering this inverter, and we were able to do that with just 1 person yesterday. So relatively easy system to commission, and that's really where NeoVolta came to fruition. In around 2019, we actually became publicly traded, so you can buy shares of stock on the NASDAQ, NEOV, if you're interested. And since then, we've spent a lot of time in our own backyard, so in San Diego, in Southern California. And we've got over 30 megawatt hours of storage. It's just in our backyard, which is pretty cool. But last year and going into this year, the focus of the company is saying, why can't NeoVolta be bigger and a larger presence than just the state of California? And so this is our first year. That's why we're at Intersolar, expanding out into a larger market, expanding out across the U.S. And the feedback's been great. We think we've got a good little product that people like. And then we've got a next gen will be the first time we've got a 2nd generation product coming this spring, which is a same inverter but new battery that I'm calling an early adoption affordable solution for homeowners that maybe are not quite sure. They hear about storage, they think they should have storage, but they don't want to spend maybe $20,000 on storage. So trying to find that space that says you want to get familiar with this, you want to get used to it, but you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it. And that's what our next gen product will look like. While we'll still maintain our premium product where everything's been done for you, nice clean look, lids back here, we can put it on for you if you want to see that. But that's NeoVolta in a nutshell.
Now, this was just a brief overview. I'll pass the question off to you. For those that want to do more research, I'm going to leave the links in the description. And let me know what you discover about this company in that comment section below. As news catalysts come down the wire, perhaps in the future, we will run some updates. But on that, as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.